What's going on, Socialites, and welcome back to another global Pokemon Society Draft League battle. It's week number 2, and we got the Denver Ninetales taking on Paris Saint-Germignon. Two storied franchises here meeting early on in the season. Denver got that win in week 1, defeating the Waco Scissors. PSG, though, took the loss in week number 1, losing to the Chicago Slow Kings. Have to see how the teams go here, as it does look like they are selecting the teams. But we already got the teams up here. We know what they are bringing. Denver with Dragapult, Rotom-Heat, Tinkaton, Quagsire, Dugtrio, and Muck. Paris will be bringing Glimmora, Iron Hands, Staraptor, Rotom-Mow, and Clawitzer and Banette. Very interesting here. Now, Glimmora definitely seems like the lead of choice for PSG. We'll have to see what Denver has to try to cover up for that. We do see Muck making an appearance this game to absorb any T-Spikes from Glimmora. Although it does do pretty well against Rotom-Mow and Iron Hands. The special defense on Muck, very, very nice. PSG does start off with Glimmora. Denver with the Dragapult. No fairy types on PSG, so we'll have to see. Maybe they have a Terra Fairy, because it looks like Dragapult's going right for a Terastallization here. And there's the Terra Dragon on the Choice Band Dragapult. Going to be looking to shoot some darts at everybody. Big damage. You see the Terra Dragon just enough to get the 2-hit KO on the Glimmora, breaking any potential Focus Sash it may have had. Now what? Paris sending out Clawitzer here. Interesting choice. Could this be their Terra Fairy answer? Clawitzer does get access to Dark Pulse, which would have been good against Dragapult. Now, of course, it is Terastallized, so probably doesn't have to worry too much about that. But no Terastallization, so we're just going to see another Dragon Dodge. No way Clawitzer survives this. We see it taking, again, the 2 darts, but down goes the Claw. Dragapult, just so good this generation. Able to run so many different sets. We saw Denver bring Choice Specs last week. This time they bring Choice Band. You could see Dragon Dance. You could see Will-O-Wisp Hex. You never quite know what sort of dragon it could be, what Dragapult Denver could bring week to week. Staraptor comes out. Typically, Staraptor likes to run Choice Scarf with the Reckless abilities. See a switch out here, but those toxic spikes are still on the field, so Quagsire is going to get badly poisoned. which is going to hamper its defensive utility. There's the Brave Bird. Big damage. Raptor could go for the KO here with another Brave Bird. Looks like Denver's going to make a switch out. Ooh, and PSG makes a switch out as well, going into Rotom-Mow. Denver switching out into Rotom-Heat. Ooh, a hard switch from PSG. Not even trying to go for the Volt Switch here. Afraid of the Rotom being Scarf Overheat. Goes into Iron Hands. Rotom goes for the Will-O-Wisp, getting the burn on Iron Hands. Huge stuff there. Rotom with an Overheat. Gained some nice damage there. Swords Dance from Iron Hands. Denver does have the Quagsire in the back with Unaware, but again, it is badly poisoned now. So it can't stay in forever. Rotom with the Volt Switch. And a little bit more damage, switching out. Into Quagsire. There's the Drain Punch, not doing much. What does Iron Hands want to do here? Ooh, Terastallization. Iron Hands turning into the Terra Flying. Trying to dodge any earthquakes that might be coming out here from Quagsire. Goes for another Swords Dance. Not sure about that one. Maybe not thinking of the Unaware here. Quagsire getting a little bit of HP, but again, it is just on a timer. As the toxic poison will slowly chip away. We might be here a little while as these two Pokemon stare each other down. Dragapult already terrestrializing 2 means it can't really just switch in on the drain punches. I think Denver's best option is to just let Quagsire die here and get in a more offensive threat. Keeps going for the swords dances. Quagsire getting iron hands down real low, but the poison should finish off Quagsire here. But again, that's not necessarily a bad thing because we just want to make sure something comes in that can take out Iron Hands. Probably safely either bring in Tinkaton, Rotom, or Muck. We're going for Dragapult, who's gonna get poisoned now, so not playing around those toxic spikes. I'm gonna go for the Dragon Darts here. I wouldn't have hated going for like a U-turn as well. Because the Raptor can come in here pretty efficiently. Double Edge from Staraptor with huge damage into Rotom. Then we're gonna double right back into Dragapult, but it's no longer the Ghost type. So the Double Edge will get the knockout. Definitely seems like a poor sack choice there. The Staraptor staying here against Tinkaton. Tinkaton doesn't have the greatest physical bulk. Could definitely be 2-hit KO'd from this Double Edge. But will the recoil take out Staraptor? Ooh, just able to stay in the green there. Staraptor stays around after the recoil, but the knockoff finishes it off. does reveal that we all knew the Choice Scarf. PSG down to the last 2 Pokemon. Rotom-Mow back. Tinkaton with the knockoff, revealing the choice specs on Rotom. Rotom with the Volt Switch. Going into their last Pokemon, Banette. Shadow Sneak doesn't pick up the KO here. No, Tinkaton just able to survive. Gets off the Gigaton Hammer. Big damage, but Banette still alive. Denver predicting another Shadow Sneak. Gonna switch out into Muck. Finally get rid of those T-Spikes. Shadow Sneak doing a decent chunk. But now with the knockoff, getting rid of the black sludge. Muck hits the gunk shot, takes out Banette through the resistance. That's going to leave only Rotom. But we do see the cursed body take a disable on the gunk shot. So that's going to prevent Muck from getting that last KO, it looks like. Thunderbolt from Rotom. Not getting a tiny bit of recovery back. Ooh, and the Poison Touch. Big poison there on Rotom. See, Denver's team is all pretty low. Switching into Dugtrio. On the Thunderbolt. Poison getting a little more chip damage. And Dugtrio can go for the KO with the Sucker Punch. As they get the knockout in Denver. Takes game 1. Was pretty close. Denver not playing around the Toxic Spikes very well. Despite Dragapult doing quite a bit, but that Staraptor for Paris was quite a threat. We'll have to see how both teams adjust going into game number 2. And as the teams get set, Paris has to be wary of Dragapult, knocking out Glimmora right away. If rocks were up, that residual damage could have definitely done quite a bit. Glimmora is like a weird S tier pick, right? It does what it does very well. but it only does that one thing very well. I like to definitely have some variety with my S tier pick. You can get so many powerful Pokemon. Paris leading off with Staraptor this time. Denver sticking with Dragapult lead, so Paris definitely changing it up here, just going flat out aggressive. Paris is thinking about what they want to do. Could they be going for a U-turn here? Dragapult switches out into Rotom-Heat. The Raptor's gonna have to swap out now. Into Clawitzer, so PSG just using the Claw as a sacrifice fodder here, as we do see Rotom doing some nice damage here, swapping out. PSG, though, definitely not the bulkiest team. We see most of its bulk just comes from Iron Hands with that huge HP stat and getting drain punches off. And Denver could just go back into Dragapult and pick up a kill here. There's no way PSG can switch out. There's the Dragon Darts. Will pick up the KO. On to Clawitzer. Figures. Oh, Banette comes out. Interesting. Banette could go for the Shadow Sneak here, but I don't think it'll be enough to KO Dragapult unless they are Terra Ghost and want to Terrasilize here. Does Denver want to switch out into... I don't even know what you would switch out into here. Switch out into Quagsire, maybe? Ooh, Sucker Punch. Big damage, but again, Dragapult survives. And will knock out Banette with the Dragon Darts. Sucker Punch is definitely interesting, because Denver probably had to be thinking about switching out there. If Denver had swapped out, they would have just gotten that switch in for free. The Sucker Punch is slightly stronger than the Shadow Sneak, even coming off stab. Okay, PSG goes back into Staraptor here. Can pick up the KO on Dragapult with the Brave Bird. Might even be able to pick up the KO with a U-turn even, if they want to be safe. Oh, Staraptor though, trying to predict the switch out. Backfires and Dragapult picks up another KO. Now Dragapult is doing so much here. Rotom's gonna come out. I don't even think Rotom survives a Dragon Darts. Oh, especially not when Dragapult terrestrializes Dragon. Knocking out Rotom. Another Dragon Darts. Take down Glimmora, who will get up the spikes, but at this point, doesn't matter. Only Iron Hands against all of Denver's team. PSG terrestrializing Iron Hands yet again. Their final stand here. Dragapult staying in though. So unless Iron Hands goes for like the Swords Dance here, Dragapult should be fainting here, so it will not be a sweep. Still huge damage from those Dragon Darts, and there's an Ice Punch. Will take out Dragapult. So Dragapult though, picking up 5 KOs this game, just really crushing through Paris' team. Rotom's gonna come in. Should be able to pick up the KO with the Thunderbolt. Knocks out Iron Hands, and Denver picking up a clean win in Game 2. Takes the match, moves to 2-0, and PSG dropping to 0-2. Still a lot of time left in the season, but definitely a team who just last season made it to the semifinals. And they're always a team that's fighting in the playoffs. We'll have to see if they can turn around. Denver doing what they do best. As always, thanks for watching. Stay classy, society.